Hello everyone, welcome back to FairlyDeterminedFM with me. My name is Chris. I hope you're all doing well. We've drawn Milan in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. That's the game we're going to be playing today. And if we get through against Milan, we'll be playing in the semi-finals either Real Madrid or Porto. So hopefully we'll get through against Milan and Porto will get through against Madrid, and then we can get knocked out in the semi-final by one of these monsters. Since we last met, I've played 2 games. It's been Espanyol, which is a great 4-0 win, and then Huesca, which was a really, really rubbish 0-0. Nobody really covers themselves in any glory in that one. We're currently first in the league. We're joint top with Barcelona. You can see Bilbao are just below us on 58, and then we've got 55, 55, 54, 51, 48. Again, no one in this league seems to want to win it outright. We've had chance after chance. Barcelona, Bilbao, Hispalis, they've all dropped points recently, but then so have we, because we've just been really bloody average. At the end of last episode, I was pretty uppity, I guess would be the word, about our recent form, and that led me into the data hub. So we're only going to do one game today, and that's because I want to show you what I've done and why I've done it. So let's go over to the tactics screen. Don't know what all that is, but there you go. I've done it. It's on video. It's staying in. I'm not going to cut that out. Is this the right way around to do this? Should I show you the data hub first? Yes, that's what I'll do. I quite like the data hub. I like using it from time to time to get an idea of where we are. I had a look at the last 5 matches, and this is updated since we played Huesca and Espanyol, but this hasn't really changed. This opposition final third entries. 135 of the 286 occasions which we've allowed the opposition into the attacking third of the pitch have come from central positions. That's point number 1. So I know that my chair is so creaky. I know that we need to strengthen up in the middle of the park. We need to get a hold of the middle of the park and try and do a bit more sort of defensively and a bit more aggressively in there. But there's a bit more aggression in the middle of the park. Then I went and had a look at the team performance, and that centre of the park thing is borne up by this defensive actions. You look at where our defensive actions come. 32% of our defensive actions are right outside our goal mouth, 28 just in front of it, and then 30% in the middle of the pitch. So we're very, very deep defensively, which is not what I like. I don't like that we're defending here. I want to be defending here and here. So that's point number 2. Performance-wise, general performance-wise, we're not winning many tackles. We're winning fewer tackles on average than the rest of the league. So that's point number 3. And that sort of led me on to have a look at our tackling. Now, we make fewer tackles than basically everyone in the league. So for us and Barcelona make fewer tackles than everyone else in the league, which is quite interesting. But our tackling is strong. We win quite a lot. We're the 3rd best team at winning tackles when we make them. The Sevilla, Valladolid, and us. So we're a good tackling team. We just don't seem to make them very much. So that's point number 4. And then possession. Frequently win the ball, which doesn't really stack up when we don't actually tackle that often. Frequently wins the ball, but we're loose in possession. We're a bit sloppy, but we're not far off from being reliable in possession, which I quite like. So that's point number 5. So those are the 5 things that I've tried to address. And because I've had to address those 5 things, I've had to make changes elsewhere in the pitch. So let's go and have a look at the tactic. We can see what I've done, and we'll see if it actually makes any sense now that I'm talking about it out loud. It worked well against Espanyol, not so much against Huesca. Against Huesca, that's really hard to say. Not so much against Huesca, and I don't know how well it's going to work against Milan. They play a defensive 4-2-3-1, whereas we're a bit positive, so it could go either way. So, point number 1, central areas of the pitch. I'm flooding the central area of the pitch now. I'm forcing the opposition out wide. I'm going to, when we're off the ball, going to narrow the play and force the opposition out wide to stop them from dominating this area here. Well, we've gone for the 4-3-3 as well, because it means we've got that extra body in the middle of the park, in front of our defence, hopefully putting in tackles before they get to this area of the pitch here, so we can start getting that possession, that defensive action thing pushed up a little bit further. With the defensive actions as well, wanting to tackle further out the pitch, I've gone for the much higher line of engagement. I'm not triggering the press too often because I don't want the players up this end of the pitch to be knackered because they're just pressing relentlessly. And I've said, in order to address the tackling, get stuck in. And what I've also done for some individual instructions, just because they're that end of the pitch. Angelo's, anyone playing out on that right-hand side is at tackle harder. Can't set it here, which is annoying, but that's because of the roll, and we'll get to that in a minute. And and then Rosa is also a tackle harder. Apart from this left-hand side here, these players here are going to be defending from the front, getting tough tackles in, trying to win the ball further up the pitch. And if they get past this line, then they've got these 3 to get through. And then if they do get through them, then we've got our 4 back here to deal with as well. I know that tempo affects the possession more than the passing directness, but I don't like playing slow tempo. So I'm keeping the tempo higher because I want to knock the ball around nicely, but I think with the shorter passing directness, we might be moving the ball around quickly, but we won't, hopefully anyway, won't just be punting out aimlessly. I'm not putting play out of defence on because I've watched it over the course of the manager's journey, and it feels like there's too much farting around at the back, which makes me nervous. Very, very nervous. So that sort of higher tempo, shorter passing, and being more disciplined as well to try and make players just do their job. Keep hold of the ball, pass it around, be a bit quick about it, but don't be unnecessarily risky. That's what I've gone for there. Attacking width fairly narrow as well. We're trying to flood the middle of the pitch. Still, like, I know we've got this big gap here offensively, but that's what the trequartista is going to be doing. So we're flooding the middle of the pitch. We're playing with a higher line of engagement. The players at the top of the pitch are tackling harder. The team is tackling harder generally. We've got get stuck in on. We're going to pick up more yellows, but I've come to terms with that. So, but because we're quite compact now, I think, and because we're quite defensively brained, that's a new one. Might put that on a t-shirt if I ever get to make merch. Defensively minded is what I meant. We needed something a little bit more dynamic than two inside forwards up on this wing. I initially had the left-hand side as a winger, but it didn't really work the way I wanted it to. So what I've got is something I've not used before, but a trequartista out on the left, because the trequartista, I think, is going to be, if we have a read of the trequartista, I love saying it, trequartista, operates in the attacking midfield or centre forward position. Similar to the advanced playmaker, he drops into the holes between the opposition midfield and defence, does far less defensively and simply drifts around looking for space. Now that's the thing that I want. He drifts around looking for space. So he, Houtman or Arca or whoever is out there, is going to be roaming around in this area here where we've got a big gap anyway. He's going to be roaming around in this area here, hopefully pulling a few defenders with him, making space for Chirivella, the complete wing-back on the left, to get up the pitch, helped out by Alfredo in the advanced playmaker role, and sort of dominate that left-hand side a little bit. We can get Houtman or Arca or whoever moving around in this area, making a bit of a nuisance of himself, pulling defenders out of position, linking up with Alfredo as the inside forward, and Rosa or Rashford as a complete forward. These three here, I think, are going to be quite difficult to deal with. That's the plan. That's the plan. Does that make sense? Have I understood my tactical things? Because I think I have. Who knows? We'll see as the season goes on and we get used to the system. It worked really well against Espanyol. Espanyol were in 12th or whatever, but then it didn't work so well against Huesca, who were also in 12th, I believe. Here's how we're going to line up then. Marcus Rashford is starting because Borja Rosa, after the last game against Huesca, has now played 10 hours of football and not scored, which is frankly ridiculous. 10 goals and he's like, that's probably enough for me. It's enough for the season. Whereas Rashford's cracking on with 22. Let's just run you through it real quick. We will have Fati in goal, Chirivella in that complete wing-back rollout on the left, Eli Segarra and Holmgren Pedersen make up the rest of the back line. Barisic in the middle, Barisic who was trying to get away from the club in the summer, but I've found a use for him now, so he's staying. Fidel Ravello in the middle of the park in the advanced playmaker role, Alfredo out in that Mazzala role, Houtman on the left filling in the trequartista duty. Ramon Arca is going to be coming on at some point, I think, but he's not quite fully fit. And then we've got Angela and Rashford up top. Here we go. Thank you just for your patience as well with the lack of the video on Monday. My eyes are better now. I can see properly. It's not doubled over. My eye doesn't go completely to the other side of my face anymore, which is good. Got some new glasses coming soon as well, which would be even better for me. Rabbiting on, we have got the ball out on the right-hand side. Angelo passes it into Alfredo. Alfredo tries to get the pass in. He doesn't quite make it, but Angelo's back on the ball. He shoots, and it's over. Oh, I don't know how that ball ended up back at Angelo's feet. Porto are losing. It looks like if we get through this, we would be playing Real Madrid in the semi-final. Yes, that's what you want to be doing. Angelo finds Barisic. Alfredo finds Angelo once again. Alfredo stops. Alfredo gives it to Alfredo, takes the shot, and it eventually cleared away to Zaniolo. I remember, nearly got the tackle in. You can see that sort of like harder tackling that we've got going on. The legs are flying in. Ravello, Houtman, who has made us some space. And look at the space that Chirivella had out on that left-hand side as well. Rashford shanks it. Whoa. So you could see there, Houtman had sort of drifted into this area here, which left all the space for Chirivella to run into. He didn't use it this time, but it was there. The option was there, so that's good. Pedersen, Rashford, come on, get in. So Houtman sort of just staying out wide that time, but Angelo was in there. So you got Angelo, Rashford, and Houtman all in the box at the same time. It's good. It's good. I like it. Batarina for Milan. Moreno is free on his right-hand side, but he's terrible pass. Ravello has given the ball to Houtman out on his left-hand side. What's Houtman going to do with it? He does have a good old dribble on him. Pulls it back to Chiravella. Chiravella finds Ravello in the middle. Ravello back to Barisic. Here's Alfredo. It's Segara. He kept the ball nice. He was just recycling his possession. It's gone out to Pedersen. Angelo takes a shot. Oh, my words. Takes a shot. Have that. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. All of that came from that poor pass as well that Moreno had way back here. All of that came from that one poor pass. Angelo, geez, look at that. Just side foots it. Oh, I lost my voice. He side foots it from outside the area into that far corner. Ridiculous goal. Absolutely ridiculous. Alfredo over the free kick. Barisic makes it 3, does he? Or is he offside? I don't think he's offside, but my offside radar, I'll say it every time, doesn't always work. 3-0. 35 minutes in, it's 3-0. Come on. I think this first leg is probably ours. Probably. Oh, Milan are going to be annoyed, aren't they? Travelled all the way to Spain. All the way to Spain for this. Zaniolo. Oh, Fati off his line like a rocket. Segara, backheel pass to Alfredo, taking the piss a tiny little bit, I feel there. Pedersen to Angelo. Angelo's found Rashford. Rashford's in a load of space. He makes it 4-0 before half-time. Tactical genius. Oh, that's what they call me. You watch this come to bite me badly. Angelo. Oh, that lovely pass to Rashford. Now, I have got shorter passing on, so Angelo was bending the rules ever so slightly there, but I'll let him off because we're 4-0 up. We're 4-1 up. We're 4-1 up. They've got the away goal as well. Not happy. Going to demand more. Is that going to annoy them? Probably. Oh dear. Baturina. Tamori. Baturina. Or I'm not going to say that. Rashford can break, but he is 36, 35 years old. Done very well, though. I forgot how to talk. Arca on the left-hand side. Can he get the cross in? He's going to give it back to Ravello. Ravello to Arca. Fleitas. Here's Barisic. Barisic like a long shot. He doesn't. Alfredo finds Chiravella out on this left-hand side. Chiravella. Alfredo. Ooh, just over. Just over. Right, they got their away goal, but it's only one. And we've got an... Oh, Arca, no! Oh, I shouldn't have brought him on. Oh, and Arca's re-injured himself as well. I shouldn't have brought him on. I should have left it. Should have played whoever else. I could have put anyone out there. I could have put Rosa out there. That's annoying. Right. Segara goes all the way back to Fati. Eli. Back to Fati. Here's Fleitas on that left-hand side. Fleitas on 6.2. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Rosa. Fleitas. Ravello. Back to Barisic. We've got 4 minutes of extra time here. Rosa. Fleitas has made a kind of... Well, he attempted a run. Sort of. A little bit. Not really. If they get another goal, I'm going to be a bit nervous. Tamori. Traore is in. Get over there, Segara. Block the shot. Oh, Fati. Great save. Great save. Yeah, the defence. Not happy with the defence today. 6.5 from Chiravella. 6.2 from Fleitas. We definitely need to get some good defensive rotational options. But despite finishing the match with 10 men, we are 4-1 winners here. How long is Arca out for? Shall we find out? Arca is 5 to 6. He's just come back from a 5 to 6 week injury. He's just come back from 6 weeks out. Oh man, he's going to have missed 3 months. He's not going to be out for the rest of the season. Oh, that's really annoying. I wish I hadn't played him. Really wish I hadn't played him. Okay, that disappointment out of the way. We're going to come back for the second leg and the Spanish Cup final. So next episode, Friday's episode, it's going to be Milan in the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinal, and then the Spanish Cup final against Barcelona with our new look team and new look tactic, and hopefully we can get our first win against Barcelona. That'll be nice. No, wait, did we beat Barcelona? We did beat Barcelona, didn't we? Yes, we did. We've already beaten them, but maybe it'll be our first silverware at Atletico Madrid. Who knows? We will see on Friday. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. I've hit the mic. Let me know what you thought down in the comments about the thing. The data hub bits. Let me know what you thought about that. Do you think I got my sort of analysis and assessments right? I think I did, because I'm smart and clever and oh so humble. What am I doing? Thank you so much for watching the episode. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already. How do I do my intros? Endtros? Good grief. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's how I do my endtros. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye. Bye.